Sir, this man walked into the service today, having been trekking from Owerri to Abuja.
Trek?
Yes.
Can you trek for complete 5 hours non-stop? I bet you can't. You would just faint. But here, someone has trekked from Owerri, Imo State to FCT, Abuja, for a whole 8 days. The man started on the 1st of October and arrived today in Glory Dome, Abuja, Dunamis Church. A pastor from Imo State. Do you know what that is? 8 days. I don't know if he was trekking morning and night, that's 24 hours, round the clock, or he was resting at some point. He passed the night at, I don't know, at different locations. I wouldn't know how he did it. But that was 401 kilometers and 249 miles. That's the distance between Owerri and Abuja. And that's what this man covered in 8 days. I want to make some prophetic declaration and all of that. He didn't mention the main reason for that journey, but my pastor was even like, wow. I mean, Pastor Paul had to ask who is willing to, or who was going to try such an adventure. And everybody said no, including myself. No. 8 days? How? I've heard people trekking from Zaria to, to Abuja. That might even be a bit close or something. I've heard people trekking from Owerri to Asaba, Owerri to Abuja. Past Imo State, past Anambra State, past Delta State, past Kogi State. Well, he got in the church this morning with pains all over his body, and thank goodness when Papa was declaring, he got healing instantly. According to him, all the pains he was feeling disappeared. Papa prayed for him and, for his intention, whatever the prayers he's been praying, so that he could receive answers. But I'm just wondering what could make him man of God. Even if he said he was making declaration at, a specific junction, is it for those declarations that he had to trek? Because if you were also driving, you could stop at those junctions to still make your declaration. Or is there anything that he wanted to achieve prophetically by trekking? But I feel that that's a whole lot of stress. Like, well, I don't know. The distance, 8 days. He started on the 1st and he arrived today. Wow. Guys, are you going to take on that? I mean, even if it is for the whole mullah in the world, like there is $1 billion at stake right now, and you're asked to trek from Owerri, Imo State to Abuja. Would you do that? Would you try that?
Sir, this man walked into the service today, having been trekking from Owerri to Abuja.
Trek?
Yes. He said it was by prophetic instructions. Some people have watched him online or something like that. Everywhere he stopped, does prophetic action and all that. So when he came in, he's been very strong for the whole trek of the 80 days. But by
how many days?
8 days. 8 days.
This morning?
1st of October he started. He came in with pains, shoulder pains. I mean, trekking that distance, definitely pain. As soon as you made the declaration, all the pain disappeared. He's totally hale and healthy.
Anybody aware of his trekking? Oh, really? Okay. And why did you come to worship here this morning?
He said he came to connect power.
You got to the
gate. I said, let me come in.
You got to the gate here in the course of the trek.
Yes. I said, let me come in and also have I lived in Abuja. I left 4 years ago. Before I left, God brought me here. It was on, it says Mommy's Corner on top of the car, there was a container.
The garden there.
Yeah, I was on the container there when God gave me 4 songs. And since then.
So anyway, he's a pastor in Owerri.
Okay. And he trekked from Owerri.
Yes.
For 8 days.
Yes, sir. From 1st of October.
Songs God told me to anoint. They are still in my backpack.
How was the journey?
When I was now going towards Okene, God used those local government boys. They stopped and said, no, you can't continue from here. You need to wait until they will put me in a car or whatever that will get me across. That next 1 kilometer is the kidnappers den or whatever they call it. They kept me there. I was out, even in me, I was afraid. I said, are you sure they are not trying to work against me? But a bike came. They spoke in their language that I should enter. I entered the bike and he crossed me and got me to that first filling station in Okene and dropped in there. Then I continued.
That you can continue, so that you don't pass where the kidnappers were. Wow. How many of you would like to try that?
No.
In this season and in this nation at this time, it's a very, very terrible risk. I can't count the number of, pray for me, in fact, 2 or 3 days ago, wife, husband, children, everybody kidnapped together. All of them, I mean, it's just only God will help us, and he will help us. In the name of Jesus. And you are free right now. Well, lift your hands. I pray for you. May God hear you and cause the prophetic action to produce result for your life and for our nation. In the name of Jesus. Help and mercy from above. Yes.
And then if he did it for some prophetic, reasons or, some divine reasons, well, I don't know if such could not have been achieved if he went on a ride and then possibly go to the glory dome to pray or something. I don't know. God told him to do that, to trek in this. Well, it is risky in the world of today to do such a trekking, such distance. Even Papa said it, in the Nigeria of today, it's very risky.